Hey everyone, welcome TFT Tarot for today, and this is Goth Tarot. I'm Oberon, your charming or alarming host, and I'm here to show you some of the dark issues, shadow side issues, and to possibly give affirmations and shadow work to help. So I do this with a layered reading with darker themed kind of cards, and I'm centering it around the deck known as the Midnight Boulevard, which is a recent purchase of mine. So I'm going to get started right away, and I'm doing an opening oracle from the Mother Mort's Carnival of Souls. And it's Madame Pythia. Madame Pythia represents desire, temptation, and attraction. Its two main readings suggest that you could either be manifesting the energy of Madame Pythia herself or that of one of her onlookers. Whatever your romantic situation, consider the positives in love that come from your attractive confidence. But she also recognizes the downsides that could arise from giving into temptation completely. All right. And that's Madame Mort's Carnival of Souls. All right. So as I mentioned, we are working with the Midnight Boulevard for the foundation of the reading. And the first card is the dark design, the environment around you, what's going on. And it's the upright Three of Pentacles. So there's work to be done. There are things to be planned. And it's really best if you are working with capable resources, whether that's an actual team or whether it's the information or resources you actually have at hand. This is a time of planning. This is a time of understanding goals and trying to envision towards them. So then our second card is the dark direction, and that is the goals. So what are the goals that we are working on? It's the Eight of Swords. That's upright. We are working on liberation. We are working on trying to free ourselves from an illusion. And on a personal level, that can take the form of many things. But on a collective level, it could be talking about the illusions of our society and government. And there's never been perhaps a more obvious time that there is this great sense of people being captive to something that doesn't seem real, an illusion that captivates us. That could be the internet, even, for all I care. I'm serious. So then, card 3 are the dark powers. What are the strengths that we have? What are the talents, resources, skills? And our dark power is actually strength. And of course, if you're a tarot reader or you know tarot cards, strength is really the strength of the heart, the strength of love, the strength of compassion, the willingness to be flexible and help people out, or to give freely, or to understand complex issues and questions with care rather than force. So what is the dark opposition? What are the enemies or situations that are against us? It's the reversed Nine of Swords. The reversed Nine of Swords says our enemies want us to abandon those that are in pain, those that are in anxiety, who can't sleep at night. So this is talking about people who really want to keep oppressing the oppressed. And that's what we're dealing with, is people who enjoy inflicting misery on others. How wow. It's pretty messed up. So now we're doing the other cards that I promised, and they're from 3 other decks. They're from the Dark Woods, the Santa Muerte, and the Black Tarot. And the first one is the Dark Woods Tarot. And this card that I draw represents the dark in between, the dark area of a liminalness that says maybe there's something that can pull these energies together, or that sits in the middle, a Goldilocks moment, if you want to call it that, but something that maybe can do that. And so, like I mentioned, I'm going to use the Dark Woods Tarot. What is the dark in between? What is the liminal area that can possibly encompass or draw things together? And it's the reversed Queen of Wands. And so the reversed Queen of Wands, as an agent of liminal quality, says it's kind of like being virtuous but also being a vixen. It's sort of like saying, normalizing the concepts of outrage with the opposite of outrage. The idea that sometimes sensuality or things of that sort are not wrong. This is like maybe the Puritan ethic versus a realistic effort. The fact that there's a quality in between there, where maybe both a sense of being chaste, but a sense of being knowledgeable about emotions and sexuality. Where is the compromise there? Where is the normalization of that? That's where a focus needs to be, perhaps, is why this card has come up. That our society has this area of extremes like that revolve around sexual emotional issues. And so on a personal level, this could be saying that we too in our relationships are stumbling through a dichotomy. This could be involving what is known as toxic masculinity, but there can also be toxic femininity too. Let's just be honest, that could be possible. So now I want to move to another tarot, the Santa Muerte, and I'm looking at what I call the dark truth. And these are the realities that you can't really escape from. This is the truth that really seems to be there. No sugarcoating, possibly. Something that maybe we just have to really think about and accept. It's a force of nature of some sort. What is the dark truth? And it's the reversed Five of Pentacles. The reality that we may have to accept is that we are all being pulled towards some place of acceptance. I mean, it sounds good, right? You know, sounds like you're finding, you know, where you need to be, but there's still a sense of maybe the idea that there's conformity here, that you're joining the crowd because you don't want to be lonely, you don't want to be in the outside. And so there's a sense of coercion too that could be the dark truth. The idea that maybe some of us are just going to have to see ourselves into a sense of community that maybe is constrictive in some ways. I'm putting a little in there, but I think it's appropriate. So what is the dark twist then from the Black Tarot? It's quite dark, but the black twist then is the unexpected luck or changes or circumstances that just show up, turn up, and all of a sudden the game can be changed, the rules can be broken, somebody's pulling out the tablecloth or carpet underneath you, and it's a game changer. What is that twist then? What is it that causes that twist? It's the upright Page of Wands. And it represents some news. It represents possibly an invitation, or it feels like something will change it, and it comes in a communication form. I'm very curious, and I feel like I should pull the bottom of that deck, the Black Tarot, and see what we get. It's the Nine of Swords, which we have elsewhere in the reading. It kind of links then, because the idea is that the news that we're getting here is the stuff that makes people really understand the weight of the problem. They understand the despair and anxiety, the things that keep us awake at night. But over here was the sense that we have to understand our enemies really want to be those people that do this, that cause that. And so maybe the invitation is to something that really will get us beyond that, will help us in a way. Other people or forces that can help you win it, whether it's a personal struggle or whether it's part of a greater collective thing that's going on. Let's hope so. Okay, so I guess that's the reading then. I kind of liked it. I'm now going to do a closing meditation, or oracle rather, and affirmation from the Dark Light Oracle. It's flight. Let's rise into the sky, it says. Number 39, the 39 steps. Let's rise into the sky. Do not be scared anymore. Everything is going to be gentle and graceful. Now is the time for you to take flight. For a great big wild adventure is beginning. Your grace and magic are strong. You can trust them. They will lift you high. You are no longer bound to stay on the ground. Whole beautiful new horizons are waiting to be discovered. Forget the rules you once learned. Now is the right time. You know it. You feel it in your guts. So do not waste one more minute. Take the leap. The sky is yours, and the trip will be so exciting. Affirmation. I listen to my inner magic and decide to fly high. I let nothing stop me. A whole new level is waiting for me. And once again, that's from the Dark Light Oracle. And I think this is saying that although there is some consternation in these cards here in the reading, when we look at it, we really have to feel that sometimes you just have to face it and then try to move beyond it. And especially see that in the sense of whether it's an illusion that you feel, is needing to be pierced so that you can understand who it is that really is trying to maybe pull you into their conformity, or if you don't conform, then it just sounds like they want to hurt you in a way. And somehow, deep inside, you have to remember that, strength, the strength of the heart, is your main power here. Rise. So that's Goth Tarot for this week. Don't forget to watch our show live Thursday night from 7 to 9 p.m. And of course, my other show, The Emotional Exchanges, is on Friday mornings or anytime after. And that's a complete rundown for the zodiac on relationships and situations. Saturday will be our happy hour. That'll be at its normal time of 10 a.m. It's just a positive message for everybody that shows up. And then also on Sunday is Banshee's Material Matters, which is the corollary, economically speaking, to my Friday show, The Emotional. So once again, for all the signs of the zodiac, she does a bang-up job of explaining what are those trends in your life. And then we're back live again on Sunday afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m. to do our regular live stream. As always, we appreciate your donations and your support. We'll also have cards of the day and oracles of the day on any number of other mediums, about 5 of them. So I'm going to list those right at the end. So thanks again for watching. Take care.